the battle for the Black Diamond Trophy between Virginia Tech and WVU. We have a local tie in tonight's game. Former Bluefield Beaver Sean Martin will be getting the start for the WVU Mountaineers. It's the highly anticipated, never replicated Graham Beaver game. This 96th meeting between these two arch rivals is going to be special. It features a pair of quarterbacks making their first ever start. Braden Meadows for Graham, Caleb Fuller for Bluefield. Mel, for the Independence Patriots, the last 364 days have been about getting back here to this stadium, to this game tonight. After last season's heartbreaking loss in the state championship, the Patriots are back, this time taking on the Herbert Hoover Huskies. 5 Tigers scored in double figures in their last game, and that's part of what makes this team so dangerous. Now, tonight, the biggest key to the game will be the defensive end, because that side really kickstarts the Tiger offense. Independence 3-0, outscoring their opponents 170-8. Shady Spring 1-2, and has yet to reach 30 points in a single game. And I don't know that we're going to get a LeBron James return to Cleveland in 2010 level of discourse from the home side, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get some extra boos aimed at the Patriots as they come out onto the field before the game. It's been an action-packed Friday night full of incredible individual performances and tremendous team efforts. Here we go. Shady down 1, under 20 seconds to go. State championship on the line. Braden Chapman drives in, Euro move, off the glass, and in, 7 seconds left. Tigers up 1. Polar Bears racing up the court. Not much pressure by the Tigers. Ball ends up with Dobbs. He drives in, 3-2, off the rim, bounces in. Time expires, and Shady Spring loses an absolute heartbreaker. Number 1 Bluefield visiting number 7 Wyoming East. These teams met in the sectional championship and the first round of the state tournament last year. Dominance, it's not a strong enough word to describe what they've done to opponents this season. The Patriots have outscored their opponents 520-31, 7 wins by 50 points or more, and 6 shutout wins. Give is to Price, makes the defender miss, and he scores. Judah Price has the state record for most points scored in a single season. It was the Hokies that scored the first touchdown of the night, had the sellout crowd here at Lane Stadium jumping, but it was West Virginia that scored right before the half to take the lead into halftime, and it was all Mountaineers in the second half. They moved the ball through the air and on the ground, and a fourth quarter pick 6 sealed the deal. Knocking off the top seed, it's a tall task, but anything can happen in this wonderful basketball month of March, especially when you have a player like Hannah Purdue leading the way. The first 2 games of the AA Region 3 Championship Series needed extra innings, and tonight's Game 3 lived up to the hype of a winner-take-all game. It may only be Memorial Day weekend, but there were some October vibes at Bowen Field tonight. Bluefield and Wyoming East faced off on the softball diamond for a spot in the 2A sectional title game. Wyoming East won the most recent meeting between these teams on a walk-off grand slam. Job finished. The Graham G-Men are your Class 2 state champions after a 34-7 win over the Central Woodstock Falcons here at Salem Stadium tonight. Beavers get back into the game. Pitch to Amir Hairston. He shows off the acceleration, and he is in for the touchdown. Beavers on the board. But it doesn't take long for Graham to answer. The other star running back in this game, Ty Drez Clements, bouncing off tacklers, spinning off another. He's got one man to beat, and he's gone. Graham back out to a 2-possession lead, and he's gonna flash the peace sign because there's no catching him. Independence rolls 68-0. Patriots outscore their opponents 238-8. Beckley hustling up the court. Zion Hawthorne for 3. Good if it goes, and it does. Flying Eagles up 9 at the half. Woodrow pulls away in the second half. I know it's Class A versus AAA, but I think this has potential game of the season ramifications. This could be one of the best games you see all season long. East won each of its first 2 tournament games by double digits, but faced a daunting task in top seed Parkersburg Catholic early this afternoon. Pikeview and James Monroe facing off under the Monday night lights in Linside. The Panthers came in with a 2-3 record, while the Mavericks entered play with a sparkling 4-0 mark. Mangle in the shotgun looks right. He's got a man. It's Gerard Bowie in the end zone. His second touchdown catch today. Mangle's 4th touchdown pass of the opening half. It's 27-13 Mountain Lions. Concord cashing in on the Wheeling mistake immediately. It is time for the Backyard Brawl. Our game of the week features that intra-county rivalry between the Tazewell Bulldogs and the Richlands Blue Tornado. Another highly decorated college basketball coach is calling it a career. Kenny Osborne announced tonight that he has coached his final game after 22 seasons on the sideline for the Concord University women's team. Bluefield hits the first basket of the game. R.J. Hairston connects on the elbow jumper, but it was the young G-men that raced out to an early advantage. Off the turnover, Blake Graham takes it coast to coast, hoop, and the harm. G-men led by 7 after 8 minutes. Let's go! The Independence Patriots capped off a dominant season with a resounding 42-7 win over Herbert Hoover to claim the AA state championship. A year ago, the Patriots left Wheeling Island Stadium heartbroken. On Friday night, it was pure elation.
I mean, it was so surreal. It's really special, and it hasn't even. It's hit me now that the season we've had and the special moments we share and the bonds that we'll always have together.
The Patriots led 14-0 at the half. On Independence's first drive of the third quarter, Price broke away for a 95-yard touchdown to make it 20-0. That's a Super 6 record, gave Independence complete control, and served as a knockout punch to Herbert Hoover.
Well, the biggest thing it did was big momentum, and our crowd follows well, as you see. And once the crowd got behind us and Judah had that run, we knew. We smelled the roses.
The Patriots did have some detractors despite their incredible season. Senior Cyrus Goodson says Independence has removed all doubt.
Just don't doubt us, I mean, everybody tried all year. Everybody did, but we proved them all wrong, and there ain't nobody else for us to play now. So I think all the excuses are gone. I mean, Fairmont, Bluefield, Hoover. Nobody can hold us. Come on now.
The Patriots finished 13-0 and outscored their opponents 682-76 en route to the program's first state championship. It was a season that these players and all of Coal City will never forget.
It's just so special for the community and for the team, and honestly for myself. I will remember this for the rest of my life, and I'll share the bond I have with these guys for the rest of my life, and that's something I cannot wait to do.
Woodrow Wilson's rushing offense has shown the ability to make the big play, break off the long run, while Oak Hill typically methodically marches down the field, wears out the opposing defense. Ridge Runners flashing some leather, little flare into right field. Joshua Heath coming on like a runaway train and makes the diving catch. Whistle Pigs showing out in the field too. Ball hit hard to deep center. Jalen DeBose racing back, and cue up the Sports Center music. He leaps and makes the play, taking away extra bases. Mango looking to the right, down the sideline. He's got Bowie. He holds it in. No one's catching him. Bowie down the sideline. Big play from Concord. Bowie's third touchdown of the opening half. I love Chattanooga. I know it's a tough draw with Illinois with Kofi Coburn, but I think Chattanooga, as much as I would like to say Syracuse, they are far from tournament eligible. The North-South All-Star game had everything. Big plays, turnovers, some post-whistle brouhaha. Stafford on the play fake, rolls right, and finds Cooper Kupp in the end zone, a very familiar sight this season. Stafford to Kupp. Bengals could really use a score here. They're down 10 and they're in close. Joe Mixon takes the pitch and throws it into the end zone, finding T. Higgins. He leaps and hauls it in. On the break again. This time it's Hannah Blankenship knocking down the triple, staying hot from the three-point shootout. Richmond distributing again, and it's Blankenship again, this time from the other wing. 8 local teams participated in the Shady Springs shootout, and the opening game was a marquee matchup between 2 state runners-up from a season ago. 2A's Bluefield Beavers, 3A's Shady Spring Tigers. That'll do it for sports. One final look at your forecast when we come back.